Hey guys, I'm giving you a happy 4th of July. I need to let you guys know that if you're going to decide to go into the tarot world, pick your reader out accordingly. Because if they're not stealing your destiny away from you, they're doing spells on you to make sure that they get what it is that you got that's going to make you legit. Now, for the rest of you out there who are actually legit, congratulations. Many of you are noticing that your channels are being uplifted. For those of you causing shit, you're noticing that your channels are only ghost people going on your stuff, fake people writing on your channels, and the money that you're making is coming from one source, making it look and sound like you're getting a lot of views and a lot of people love you, but in actuality you're just fake as fuck, leading people in directions that shouldn't be. And everybody's catching on that not all tarot readers are meant to be doing that position or have that job. God didn't give everybody a deck of cards. He gave the ability to everybody, but he didn't give everybody a deck of cards. And for what you guys have done, you're gonna pay for that. You are paying for that. The whole fucking world is paying for that shit right now. The fact that you felt like it was appropriate to fuck your gifts up in order to be able to get seen and heard by a bunch of fucking socialites that don't give a fuck about you or what gifts you got, you were just being used. Just like everybody else. And if you need me to, here, let me help you out so you can make sure that you see my eyes. I don't have to lie, cheat, steal, manipulate, or use anybody to get where the fuck I'm going. Or to get where I've gotten. I don't have to talk shit about you, but I am gonna lead people in a direction that is useful. And that doesn't include hanging on to motherfuckers who don't know your worth. So I'm going to ask you guys to just pay attention to who you choose to console with. Period. Because you could be talking to somebody who's stealing everything from you and then telling you it's your fault that you're not getting it. Or it could be somebody who is standing there with you. And listen, there's a lot of you out there that you're trying to act like you're dut. And there's other people out here that are going, wait a minute. You're stealing from the same girl you're talking shit about because she had that before you did. And she was doing this before you were. And she was doing this before you were. And if you notice, you keep beating her up. And after you beat her up, all of a sudden your channels start looking like hers. You think that other motherfuckers that have more education and experience in checking shit out and what's going on, they're not noticing that? Do you think I'm the only investigative motherfucker out there? Really? Like, I literally have had to put most of my career on hold this last year just to fucking pick and prove who the real motherfuckers are and who the dumb motherfuckers are. And I call you dumb because many of you had opportunities to be something, and because it wasn't your turn and you did stuff fucked up to get where you got, it's all going to be taken away from you, and you're never going to get a chance to be the fuck people are given. That's your dumb fault, not mine. I didn't tell you to chase after fucking stupid shit or cut people down like you weren't supposed to. You chose to do that. I didn't tell you not to follow the fucking rules. You chose to do that. I didn't tell you to be immoral. You chose to be immoral. I didn't tell you to do anything but to be good fucking people and do good by others. And you chose to do different. And you don't get mad at me because you got caught. You get mad at me because I'm telling everybody. That's the funny part. It's like you're not even mad that you got caught. You're just upset because people are talking about it now. And people are figuring out that you're not very good people and that they can't trust you with their thoughts or with their feelings. That they need to go and fucking, like, you can get a better reading in some cases off of other motherfuckers. Now, I'm not saying all readers are bad. Not all readers are bad. There's some great readers out there. But if they are okay with cheating, lying, stealing, manipulating, and doing things that hurt people, you should not be asking them to do your readings, because more than likely they're taking your money and taking your dreams. You're paying them to steal from you, to lie to you, and to cheat you of what could be a good thing for you. Watch who you choose. I'm not trying to scare you away from it, because tarot reading in the good hands is very informative and it can really assist your life. But in the wrong hands, it's just like a spell book. It can cause you a lot of damage, especially if you don't know what the fuck you're doing. And that's another thing. A lot of you readers, you act like you know so much about what's going on out in the fucking world. But do you? Do you really know what's going on? Or are you, just like I've seen so many, reading off of these papers? Oh, you want me to say this? Do you want me to say that? And you want me to say this? And I'm just like, wow. I'm not even going to name call all of you readers out here. I'm going to let people figure you out for yourself, for themselves. But just know, there's a lot of readers out here that have really big numbers that are really worthless. And they're not reading your information. They're trying to read somebody else's information that they've been told they cannot read. And so the information is completely fucking off. And they're getting paid by one person. And it's not YouTube that they're getting paid by, because YouTube is hardly giving them anything. And they've actually been losing for the last 2 years since they started attacking me, rather than gaining. Explain that. If I'm such a horrible person and so... just explain that. Don't lie. Don't cheat. Don't steal. Don't manipulate. And don't feel like you're above God. Because nobody is above God. Nobody is above God. You need to understand that. And you need to accept that. I'm not here for you. I didn't get on YouTube to fucking satisfy a bunch of motherfuckers who are mean. I got on here to help you change your attitude so that you stop doing things that are mean. If you don't want to do that, that's your issue, not mine. There are other people who would still like to hear the messages. And it's not for you to decide. Period. You want to read about mean people? Go read about mean people. You want to read about good people? Go read about good people. But if you don't mind, those of you who are doing mean things to people who are good and they're not doing anything to you to deserve the shit that you're doing, you're going to be taken to the side and shown how to do things the right way. And when you become capable of associating with other people mindfully, you'll be welcomed back to the crowd. If you decide to take the higher route. Otherwise, your channels will dwindle. Your showmanship will explode out to others so they can see you for who you are. And all of this that you did towards me is going to be shown to everybody all over the nations. So they know not to put their lives in your hands. Because if you do it to me, and I'm one person, and there's thousands of you attacking me, who should trust you? I mean, you're attacking a handicapped, disabled veteran with issues that are in her brain, her back, and her stomach. And she's trying to make a good life for herself. So what part of you am I supposed to trust? And who should be trusting you? Because again, here's another one. I am an elder to many of you. Though I'm only almost 50, I am a parent. But did anybody consider any of that? Were my feelings considered in any of this? Did you teach my kids anything that was true about me? Or did you continue to fucking feed them full of shit? Like you are, full of shit. Like, none of you are mad at me because you did me correctly and I did you dirty. You're mad at me because you did me dirty and I didn't put up with that shit. Like, you didn't kick me out of houses because I did you dirty. You kicked me out of the house because I refused to pay 3 times the amount of your entire house's rent. You didn't kick me out of the house because I fucked your boyfriend. You kicked me out because I didn't want any part of it. You didn't kick me out because I didn't clean your house correctly. You kicked me out right after I cleaned your house correctly. Like, hello. You didn't do me dirty because I did you dirty. You did me dirty because you thought it was funny and you could get away with it, and everybody else would get along with you because of it. You're a bunch of grown-ass people playing childish fucking games, and you're all getting burnt in a process, and you don't understand why it's an issue, or why I'm at the moment of, I'm still gonna pray for you, but I don't give a damn about you. I have 4 children who could have used a good mom. But you felt that it was more empowering to put me in my place because I don't think the same way as you. I don't feel the same way as you, and I don't want the same things as you. I'm not trying to be like you in any way. Sure, I can sing. Sure, I can dance. Sure, I can if I wanted to. But you see, I don't put that much practice into it. I don't want to be a part of the mess it's become. You took what music was supposed to be a bright thing and turned it into a bloodbath. I'm not going to practice my ass off to go be a part of something like that. You can have it. For real. I'm not going to rush on YouTube and do a bunch of readings for people who are being hateful and rude and disrespectful, leading people into situations that they shouldn't be trying to fucking be a part of. And rather than being okay with it, which some of you are actually shifting, and you're like, you're understanding, you're changing your perception. You're like, you're right. When the relationship is done, the relationship is done. It should not be carried on because you don't want it to be done. If a relationship is done, it's done. If a person has moved on to somebody else, they've moved on to somebody else. If they want to be with somebody else, they want to be with somebody else. You hanging on to that person isn't going to make them come back. You hanging on to that person isn't going to make them your divine soulmate. There is a such thing as a divine soulmate. There is a such thing as divine twin flames. And whatever this creature thing is going on with my system, there's people living in my fucking brain, and I don't know how they got you, and I don't know how to get rid of them. But they're there, and I'm trying to figure out how to deal with them. But I don't like them, either one of them. They're married, they're in other relationships, and they sit in my house every day, all day long. And I'm supposed to be open-minded to what? You guys have really fucked up my career. You fucked up my motherhood. You fucked up shit for me that shouldn't have been fucked up. But you don't understand why your lives are getting fucked up. I don't hate you. I don't wish anything bad for you. When I talk to you, I'm like 1344. Y'all need to get your shit together. Your lives aren't coming together just because you have a bunch of fucking money, dude. Just because a bunch of rich motherfuckers got together and decided we're going to hold down this one fucking person and let's just share our money around. You notice that's not working for you guys anymore. Why do you want to take one person down anyway? Or a couple people down? Why, when you find out people have gifts like this, do you not want to figure out how to expand those gifts or help them with those gifts instead of take them and give them to other people? You can't take somebody's psychic abilities and transfer them to somebody else. Just like you can't take, you can watch all the charm shows you want to. Transference of power is possible, but the likeliness of it happening in today's realm is getting slightly altered. Majorly altered. Hold on. I'm back. I'm going to put this out here. You can pray, and you can pray, and you can pray on me all you want to. I know who I am. I don't need your approval. I know what the fuck I can do and what the fuck I can't do. I also know that God has me covered. Okay? I'm not trying to get your position, and my position isn't available for you to get. Let's put that out there. Also, I need to put out there for you as well. The people who have been genuine since day one, thank you. Because we need more people like you. I'm asking you to show your gifts off a little more and more each and every day. The best way you know how. Especially if you have issues or issues or issues or issues, and you're choosing to use your social media as an outlet to appreciate the value of being different, thank you. Keep doing it. Keep moving. Because it's time for the people out here that are different to be able to be okay with being different. There are issues about me, yes. But I've never abused my children. I did not deserve to be without my children. And I don't deserve the attacks that you are giving out to me, especially since I didn't do anything bad to you. Any of you. In fact, here I am, after you're attacking me in all these different ways that you're doing. First of all, I've never owned a voodoo doll. So, congratulations to those haters out there who decided that I'm so powerful, you had to get a voodoo doll to use against me. Thank you. I appreciate that very much. I'm honored that I can touch your life in a way that intimidates you as such. But I'm not here to intimidate you, hurt you, or ail you in any way. I am here to help you. And the sooner you quit fighting me, the better off things will be for you and everybody else in between. I don't have I'm not doing any kind of spell work against anybody. I don't know how to do it. I don't want to learn how to do it. I've had access to it. I have just as much access to shit. Some stuff I have more access to than others. I don't use it. I choose not to use it. I choose just to be me. I can do the cruel things that you do too, but I'm choosing not to do those things. What you're not grasping is it just holds you back farther and farther from getting to the destiny that you think you're getting to while you're doing mean things. Being mean is being mean. It doesn't look pretty on you. 1817, 1821. It doesn't look pretty on anybody. No matter who you are, how much money you have, how many friends you have. I have 24 subs. I'm really proud of that. It took me 5 years to get it. 5 years to get 24 subs. But millions of people watch. And that many more have gotten sober, shifted their life, and found God because they found my channel. Regardless of the numbers, regardless of your hate, and regardless of what your desires for my life might be, God's still able to use me as a vessel for people to see that He exists, she exists, we exist. I'm not here to barter with you. I'm here to let you know that God is with you and me. And if you want to ride this journey, it's time that you finally see your negative shit ain't getting you any fucking where worth getting. And if you have to wait until you get to the destination to see this, that's your disposition. But we're trying to let you know now that where you're trying to go and the ways that you're trying to get there, are not going to get you where you're trying to go. But if you follow God, you don't even have to follow me. I'm a messenger. There's millions of me out there. Actually, yeah, there's millions of me out there. It just, whoever God chooses, today He's choosing to talk to you through me. Tomorrow it may be a cat or a dog or a bird. And the next day it could be a picture on the wall. You never know. That's the cool thing about spirit, is you never know. Just know you're never alone. Don't be mean. You don't look good on anybody. And it's not going to get you anywhere kindly. And forcing people to do things they don't want to be doing isn't going to get you anywhere either. I want you to be clean. I want you to be drug-free. I want you to be alcohol-free. I'm not going to force you to do it. I'm not going to demand that you do it. 2112. But I'm not going to feel sorry for you when something bad happens because you chose to continue drinking or doing drugs after I told you that it was going to happen. I can't carry that guilt. I did for a hot minute, and I'm not going to. If I give you a message and you don't follow through and you get hurt because you didn't follow through, that's on you, not me. I am a messenger. I'm not your bag carrier. Now, I hope you guys have a great 4th of July. I know the fireworks show tonight is going to be absolutely amazing. For many places, 2201. For those of you who will not be having fireworks because of the fires that are going on, we send you many prayers. You're going to need them. For the rest of us, let's enjoy it for the ones who can enjoy it. Happy 4th of July.